I didn't think a simple message could ruin my life. At first, I thought it was a joke, then just a coincidence. But he knows my fears, and now he won't leave me alone. I invited him in myself, just by reading that message. It started like most strange things in my life do, quietly. I was lying in bed, doom-scrolling through my phone at 2:13 a.m. on a Tuesday night when I received a message from an unknown number. At first, it didn't stand out. Just 5 words.
You're not going to sleep.
I laughed a little. It felt like spam. Maybe some twisted marketing ploy. But then I looked again, and something about the timestamp made me pause. It had arrived before I even picked up my phone. I checked the logs twice. It was impossible, unless they somehow knew I was about to grab it. Still, I chalked it up to coincidence. I turned the phone off and rolled over, determined not to give it another thought. But I couldn't sleep. Something about the message gnawed at me. I kept imagining a pair of eyes watching me from the dark corners of the room. At 2:57 a.m., another message arrived.
Don't look under the bed.
That stopped my heart. I hadn't moved. I hadn't told anyone about the irrational fear I've carried since childhood, that something lived under my bed. I never even told my therapist that. It was too silly, too fragile. Yet here it was, spelled out in a text from a number I didn't know. I didn't look. Of course I didn't. I sat up in bed, clutching my phone like it could protect me, the screen burning my retinas. I wanted to reply. I wanted to say, "Who are you? What do you want?" But I didn't. Instead, I put the phone face down on the nightstand and turned on every light in the apartment. And I waited. No more messages came that night. But I didn't sleep. The next day, I told myself it was over. A fluke. Maybe a prank by someone who somehow got my number and guessed right. But when I checked the message again, the contact info was gone. No number, no thread, just blank, like it had never existed. That should have been a relief, but it wasn't. I went to work like usual. Same cubicle, same coffee machine, same awkward small talk. But something felt off. Not around me, in me. I felt like I was being watched from inside my own skin. Every time I blinked, I expected the darkness behind my eyelids to stay closed just a moment too long. Around 11:04 a.m., a new email appeared on my work laptop. No sender, no subject, just a single sentence.
You're going to spill your coffee now.
I froze. And then, almost involuntarily, I knocked the mug off my desk. It wasn't like I meant to. It was like my body obeyed. People turned their heads at the noise, but I couldn't look at any of them. My heart pounded against my ribs like it was trying to escape. That was when I noticed something else in the email. A link. I hovered my mouse over it, and the preview showed my home address. Not just the street, the apartment number, the floor, the building access code. I didn't click. That night, the messages returned, this time to my personal email. The subject line read,
You left your window open.
I ran to check, and it was open. I don't remember leaving it that way. I live on the 5th floor. There's no balcony, but the screen was cut. A clean, careful slit, like a scalpel had sliced through it. I shut the window, locked it, closed every curtain, and I began to realize something terrifying. This thing, whoever or whatever it was, didn't just know what I did. It knew what I would do. And worse, it wanted me to know it too. I stopped leaving the house. I told work I was sick, and for once they believed me. Maybe it was the tone in my voice or the silence between my words. Maybe they could feel what I was feeling, that something was fundamentally wrong. The messages didn't stop. They just changed form. They started appearing in my drafts folder. I wouldn't even be online, and I'd find unsent emails waiting for me. Always the same subject line, still watching. Always written in my own voice, like I had typed them in my sleep. Some of them were things I had thought but never spoken, memories I hadn't touched in years, like the night I almost drowned when I was 7, or the name of the stray cat I buried behind my childhood home. Private things, sacred things, mine, and now, shared. By the 4th day, my phone stopped functioning properly. Every notification was blank. Apps opened on their own. The camera turned on randomly, facing me. Not the front-facing camera either, the rear one. As if it was looking past me, watching something behind. One night I caught my reflection lagging in the mirror. Not by much, just half a second. But enough to know it was no glitch. My face blinked after I tried to reply. I don't know why. I guess I broke. I just wanted answers. I wrote a single message. "What do you want from me?" The response came instantly.
You noticed me. That's enough.
That was the first time I felt real fear. Not just dread, not just anxiety, but pure, hollowing fear. Because it confirmed what I had been trying to deny. This was never about me being chosen. It was about me paying attention. And now that I had, it wasn't going to leave. I destroyed everything. Phone, drowned. Laptop, thrown off the balcony. Wi-Fi, ripped out. I sat in silence, in complete darkness, thinking, if I can't see it, maybe it can't see me. But the messages didn't stop. They just changed form. They started appearing in the mirror, in the steam after a shower, on my dusty windowsill, as if written with a finger. One morning, I saw a message on the fogged-up living room glass.
Don't look away.
I froze, didn't move. Then, in the reflection, something blinked before I did. I ran. Just grabbed nothing and ran. Barefoot, t-shirt, middle of the night. I didn't stop until I couldn't breathe. And when I looked around, I realized I had no idea where I was. A dark forest, no people, no sounds. Just that awful stillness. Then I felt it. Not a message, not a voice, a presence.
You're almost free.
Something whispered, not out loud, inside my head. It felt like it was thinking with me, not next to me, inside me. I dropped to my knees, and suddenly everything stopped. The whispers, the thoughts, the pressure. It was peaceful. For the first time in days, I cried. Maybe I'd really escaped, and then I heard footsteps, slow, wet, heavy, behind me. I didn't turn, I just froze. Then that voice returned, calm, cold.
It's already here, and it knows what scares you.
I turned around.